J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Got a few topics to get through today. I couldn't break it down last night. I was tired, man. I was out all day, and then I was at the Felipe Esparza show. He was in town in Indianapolis, and it was a real good show. Cool as hell. And all his people on the road with him was good and real down to earth. And, talked to him a little bit about some things. And, ain't trying to be bugging nobody and stuff after they just got working and things. But, he was cool and everything. And broke down a couple things and stuff. It was all right. But, if you haven't seen his Netflix, he got a new Netflix special, Raging Fool. That's pretty good. This is Felipe right here, me and Felipe. And he had that belly in the sweater. He said he looked like the Cookie Monster with that on, but he tried to be dressed up, little player or whatever. But Felipe was cool as hell. And very nice, and I appreciate it and everything. So yeah, his special Netflix is pretty good. He was just on Joe Rogan actually like 2 episodes ago or something. So I wanted to do the live last night, but I was like, man, my back, everything, I was so wore out. I said I'll just do it today. I normally don't go live around this time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I said, let me try it out. Let's see what happens, I ain't been live in the daytime in a minute. Let's see what the turnout is, and who knows, maybe I might go live around this time, because around this time I do have free time and some energy, so who knows? If it work out, we'll see what happens, All right, so kicking it off, I want to say a special rest in peace and shout out to Biggie Small's mom, Miss Wallace, Valletta Wallace, who passed away this past week at the age of 72. I remember her interview. She said, I want to say thank you for supporting my son Biggie. But it's kind of sad now that Biggie, Pac, and both of their mamas are now gone. And it's also coincidence, neither one of them really had a relationship with their father, so to speak. So it's like their legacy is gone in a sense, their immediate maybe impact. But one thing I will say about Biggie's mom and Tupac's mom is that they handled their son business for him. When Tupac died, his net worth was like next to nothing, surprisingly. I think he had $70,000 in the bank, and he didn't have too much going on financially, even though he just got out of jail with death row. Anyway, she had that up to over, I believe, $100 million, his estate. And shout out to Miss Wallace, Valletta Wallace. It says here that when Biggie passed, and here's a picture of her young. I ain't gonna hate. I used to always think like Biggie mom wasn't that cute, but I was wrong. I'll stand still. Hey, I'm a dude. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, every woman you look at, it ain't necessarily you want to screw them or jump on them, but you gotta say is they get cutie or not. This picture right here, Miss Wallace was a little cutie right here. Little Miss Wallace right here was a little cutie over here with a little Jamaican accent. So, she was a little cutie, I guess, when she was younger. Biggie Daddy was like, come on, let me get some of that curry goat, baby. Let me get some of that curry booty. Anyway, she said she died in the hospice, which is sad. And it was the causes of natural causes, natural death. But after overseeing his estate, she had it set up to go down to his daughter and his son, and it said that his estate was $10 million when he died, and now it's an estimated 160 million. So mama did good. Mama did good. 160 million, and she looking good right here as well for an older woman. This is in 09 for the premiere of the Notorious movie, and you know, it's just you know, she did good for Biggie. You know, 10 million flipped it to 150 million. Now his kids are set for life, which is one thing Biggie always wanted, you know, is to make sure his family and kids would be set for life. It's a shame he ain't here to see it. And just imagine if Biggie and Tupac lived, what would the world be like? In a way, Biggie kind of brought down the demise of rap. I don't want to say him in particular, Puffy and Biggie, they style of flossing, because really Tupac kind of started it, but he didn't really do it. But talking about drinking Hennessy, like labels, people didn't really rap with labels like drinking Hennessy, or you know, picture me rolling in my 500 Benz, or Biggie took it to Versace and all of this and all of that. And so just the flossing and luxury and certain things became more of what rap was about. And that was a change. Although when they did it, it wasn't as bad as today. I think today it's like advertisements almost. They might as well be commercials, some of these things, you know, that much stuff they talk about. But anyway, yeah, man. Let me get to some of these comments, because I see y'all had some good comments. And this is a great point. Miguel Disler, and then I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all comments. You say it's crazy she never liked Puffy. I had read that is something I had read as well. And I remember as well that Puffy and her had some type of beef to get his masters or something at one time, and it was making Puffy look bad, and he eventually did it. But it wasn't like as soon as he died, Puffy was like, here you go. Nah, they had to like wrestle for that, because that's 150 million Puffy could have had in his mind. That's his 150, and y'all could have kept y'all 10. So, you know. And Miguel, yeah, you got a point there, although that don't really mean anything. But you said that Angela Bassett played her in the movie. Hey, if you gonna have a movie produced and you gonna have somebody play you, I'm sure you gonna find somebody look good too, right? Angela Bassett didn't have no Jamaican accent in that movie, did she? I don't remember she did. So she wasn't trying to keep it all the way 100 is all I'm saying. Although, like I say, in that picture, she was a cutie. She wasn't Angela Bassett, though. Angela Bassett, boy, what's love got to do with it days? Angela Bassett was looking good, boy. Jimmy Jam 26. What's good, Jimmy Jam? How you doing, man? Appreciate you for coming through. Good to see you. You say she looked like Lauryn Hill. You know what? She did look like Lauryn Hill in that picture. She did look like Lauryn Hill. And also with the braids and everything. You know what I mean? Those like micro braids back then. Lauryn was rocking those as well. Shout out to Suburbia Jones. Boom. What up, brother? First in the building with the comments. Jimmy Jam. Rest in peace, Miss Wallace. That's right. Rest in peace. Miguel, yo, what's up, brother? How you doing? Big Bird, what's good, my brother? Good to see you. Miguel, you say R.I.P. Miss Wallace. So sad she never really found out what happened to Big. That is a shame, huh? That is a shame for Pac mom as well, that they both died. Not really, no. Both of those cases are unsolved. Although, well, I think the Biggie case, I mean, the Tupac case is more close to being solved than the Biggie case. The Tupac case has been pretty much solved, but the Biggie case, I don't think that's the same. Yeah, they don't really have as much. I know it's some stuff about off-duty cop or puppy. There's so much stuff going on. It's hard to know. Tina girl, what's good, sis? How you doing? Damian Kenny, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. Yeah. Suburbia Jones, you say, well, it's obvious that Diddy didn't steal her money. He tried to. He kept it for a minute, the masters and stuff. So, you know, it was kind of a difficult time from what I remember. I could have my memory, you know, playing tricks on me, but I remember it was some type of beef or something with getting those masters. Damian Kenny, I saw a doc about Big at the hospital. His friends had to call his mom. As the phone rung, they passed the phone among themselves. D-Rock had the phone. When she picked up, all D-Rock could say was, Miss Wallace, Miss Wallace. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's sad, especially if that's your friend and then you the one that had to tell the mom. I'm sure that had to be devastating. You know, what's up, Rashonda? How you doing, sis? Good to see you. I know this ain't my usual time. I threw you off. Played the okey doke on you. All right, let's move along. Move along. So we have Trump. Let me find this article, man. Trump celebrating Social Security. It's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I said Social Security. Black History Month. And he talking about what they're gonna do, the wall of heroes or something that they're gonna honor. Kobe Bryant, you're gonna honor Kobe Bryant. It's a good one. Tiger Woods, Tiger, you know, we'll have to wait on Tiger. He's still alive. Everyone else is dead. I think you want to wait, Tiger, till you die. We'll save a space for you. Oh my God. Trump, here you go right here. So I don't know actually what to think about this, to be honest with y'all. So Trump announces a national Kobe Bryant, Muhammad Ali. Hold on, let me pull this up. Put this on a bigger. All right. So Trump announced Kobe Bryant, Muhammad Ali, and Jackie Robinson statues for the National Garden of American Heroes. Now it says that this National Garden of American Heroes
GE Vernova powers America every day.
Oh shoot. Damn ads. All right. Now it says this National Garden of American Heroes was unveiled by Trump in 2020. Never heard of this. I don't know how many of you all have heard of this. I never heard of the National Garden of Heroes. But it says that they'll be getting statues of sports legends, and they said that it'll be Kobe Bryant, Muhammad Ali, Jackie Robinson, and what else he say? Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, Coretta Scott King, and Frederick Douglass will also get statues. It says the National Garden of American Heroes was unveiled in 2020, celebrating heroic figures in American history. It's located on the grounds of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The garden is designed to celebrate heroes from all walks of life with statues, busts, and plaques. I can't play the video when he said it. It was hilarious. The video and when he was saying it is the part that was kind of cringy. Reading this, well, here's the thing on why I stand conflicted. I don't believe in a statue of a person necessarily, like idol worship or something. I'm not a Bible thumper or this or that, and I actually kind of don't mind a statue, but I kind of don't. I'm like on the fence in a way. I don't really like I mean, it's history. It can be remembered. It's not necessarily a worship thing. I get it. But then again, I don't know. And then it's a lot of people I like that he mentioned. I like what they did. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this and these statues. Is it good? Is it bad? You indifferent? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I think it should have been Michael Jordan over Kobe, but again, he's putting people that's dead, so I get it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I mean, I can't really. Of course, I want these people to be remembered like Ali. Kobe Bryant, in a sense, didn't do much but play basketball. I mean, I ain't dissing Kobe. He's a good basketball player, but I mean, the least people that he named did more than just, play a sport. They changed America. And so the Kobe Bryant thing probably is bothering me more than Ali or Jackie Robinson or some of these other people, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks. I just, I don't know. No disrespect to Kobe though, but he just hooped. All right, let's see. Let me get some of these comments. Miguel, yo, Jay, you watch Cobra Kai? No, I watched the season 1 half of it and then got distracted on something else and didn't finish it. But I heard it's good, and I should have kept watching it because I like Karate Kid, and I did like what I was seeing in season 1, and I just got sidetracked. You know what I've been watching lately? It's called Severance, and it's on Apple TV. It's current, it's new. It comes out every Friday. I just started watching it, and I binged it. So it's in season 2, I think episode 6 out of 10. And I'm like stuck in this show. It's like riveting, but I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm in season 2, halfway through. I still don't know what it's about. I'll break it down in a little bit. But that movie Severance, and also I'm gonna do a Severance review, and because I'm in the SAG Screen Actors Guild, they send me copies of stuff to look at so that you can vote on the SAG awards and stuff. And Severance, I got Severance last year, but I never watched it. And everybody was saying how good it is and stuff. Man, it's good. But these are like the Blu-rays or DVDs or whatever. And some of them they send me out of digital codes. I got stacks of movies. I think I'm gonna start doing giveaways and give these movies away for like the best comments or whatever, whoever do something best in the week or whatever. I think I'm gonna start giving these away because they just sitting around collecting dust. So I might as well do something, let some people enjoy it, right? All you guys has been supporting me and looking out. I appreciate it, So Suburbia Jones, Jay, she's not entitled to the masters. Here come Mr. Businessman. All right. So Suburbia Jones, I agree with you actually, because I love business too. But it is a such thing as I'm sure, as bad business. And that's bad business, though. He may have in the contract that he got the rights to the masters and this, that, and the other. And if that's the case, then hey, that's the deal. It's true. But is that good business? Is that something that's, good on your soul and things like that? Some people don't take it that deep. They just look at it as business and move along. And I guess that's how they get to be a billionaire. And that's probably why Puffy fought her for a minute to get that, because he wanted that money. In the end, no, she wasn't entitled to it, but it was the right thing to do. And if Biggie was alive, he would have did the same thing. He was already, according to Gene Deal, who was, I believe, the bodyguard or something like that, or one of them. I believe it was Gene Deal. Don't quote me on this, but in the Vlad TV interview, I believe it was him that was saying that Biggie was showing him that he had deals with other artists he was going to set up his own like Bad Boy Records, and he had all these other artists that he was going to bring in, and he was about to be Puffy. So, and he said that according to what he was showing him, he had like about $30-40 million worth of deals about to go through, and this in the 90s. So who knows, but we'll see. Miguel, you say Trump honoring all the corrupt black celebs. I wouldn't say that. Nah, come on. I mean, Kobe is the only one questionable on that list. Everybody else, I mean, don't get me wrong, ain't nobody a saint. But Kobe Bryant on that list was the only one that was questionable, in my opinion. Yeah, we'll respect to Kobe and all, but at the end, he had some questionable instances. We got to get into all of that. And then he didn't really make a change off the court at all, really, to me. Michael Jordan changed the game culture-wise and stuff, and clothing and things like that. And then Kobe came after that. You couldn't change it. It was already changed. He didn't do much off the court. LeBron James does more off the court. He started a school and all kind of. I mean, Kobe had the Mamba Academy playing basketball. So, I mean, I don't know. Miguel, you said, let's make a statue for Tiger Woods, a guy who had a much publicized affair with another woman being married. And Tiger Woods is another person that I would say was questionable for a statue. Now, here's the thing with Tiger Woods. He did change the game culturally, whereas people may be more accepting in seeing a black person or a person of color playing golf. But he actually did not change the game, because how many black people do you see playing golf today? So it didn't, as a lot of people thought, inspire a lot of young black youth to become golfers. For one, golf is expensive. So even if he did inspire people of my generation to be golfers, it was too expensive to just pick up and just play like that. And so it didn't really take off. It's not a lot of young black youth playing golf like Tiger Woods. And so, you know, with the Williams sisters, it's a couple girls that's playing golf. I mean, you know, tennis, but it didn't take off the same because tennis is expensive, you know. So we'll see how it all go. All right. Damian Kennedy said the National Guard and the heroes is among the few acknowledgments Black Americans will get from the Trump DEI and funding cuts will reduce many incentives that minorities once had. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely a problem that we're going to have to work on. Now, my mom was sitting here talking about what Musk and Trump may do with Social Security and all of these things and the VA and veterans. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's not much I was able to do about that. You know, she was making it seem as if I voted for Harris or not, that I would have made a difference. But the fact of the matter is, you know, we're in these electoral college system, and there's not enough people to outvote him in this state. And then, honestly, Harris wasn't the best candidate. Not that he was a great candidate. I mean, he's been bought and paid for now, literally, in our face. He is sellout, the definition of sellout. So, I mean, I'm not saying it like that was such a great option, but yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good situation we in. All right, moving along. I'm gonna talk about Caitlin Clark, man, because this made me mad. You talk about what I can't stand. I can't stand this bull crap right here, man. Straight up. So Caitlin Clark, man. Oh my goodness, man. First of all, I think she overrated, to be honest with you. Caitlin Clark is her agent came out in the news and said that her $78,000 salary is not enough. She underpaid, and it's impossible to pay her what she's worth. Now, maybe that last part about it's impossible to pay her what she's worth may be true. And the reason why is because the WNBA makes no money. It makes no money. And I'm not talking about like, oh, they breaking even. No. The WNBA operates at like a 40 to $50 million loss. 40 to 50 million. The WNBA in its history. It started in the 90s. I think like 96, 95. I remember when I was getting out of high school, they were starting the WNBA, and we was like, what? Who gonna watch that? Anyway, I know I'm probably sounding bad to some ladies, but hey, do you watch the WNBA? Anyway, it's been around for 25 to 30 years. It's never in the history, never made a profit. Never. So in reality, Caitlin Clark would not have a job if it wasn't for the NBA subsidizing the WNBA. The NBA basically uses this as a write-off, and they write this off out of their profits. Okay? Because it's not making money. They play in NBA stadiums. They never fill or sell out. Caitlin Clark, she didn't bring revenue to the WNBA like Michael Jordan did to the NBA, or matter of fact, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, because the NBA was in trouble financially, and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson literally saved the NBA, and Michael Jordan put them over the top. And so she's not doing that. You know, let me get to some of these comments. Jimmy Jam, the league loses in the tens of millions every year. Facts, Jake. For real. How you gonna talk about you don't get paid enough? You wouldn't have a job. Where could you work where they don't make no money? And I'm not, like I said, talking about no money. No, they don't make no money. They lose a million, tens of millions of dollars. You would not have a job. They don't deserve a job. And everybody that's mad at me, if you mad at me for these comments, do you watch the WNBA? Do you support it? It's just not a good product. It's boring. It's boring to me. And actually, the NBA is getting boring, shooting up all them damn threes. It's like women's basketball, because that's all they do is shoot. And that's all they doing in the NBA is shooting all the damn time. That's getting boring. You know, Jimmy Jam, you say if you go as far as their sports and not their illicit affairs, Kobe and Tiger as well should have a statue. I'm going a little back in the comments, my bad. Let's see. Malik the King, LOL, Caitlin Clark better do like Angel Reese did and come out with her own McDonald's meal. Better yet, she ought to go to Raising Cane's and come out with the Caitlin Clark cardiac meal. I know, right? Hey, Caitlin Clark got like a $20 million or $30 million deal with Nike. Yeah, Caitlin Clark got like a $20-30 million deal with Nike, and she up here talking about some damn salary. Really? Like, your shoes ain't selling. Your clothes, are they really selling to make that much? I mean, you know, and then what? Angel Reese, she probably a better player. Now it says right here, in 2024, the WNBA was a historic. It had the highest attendance in 22 years. In 22 years, this was the best they ever did, with 2.3 million, and that's up 48%. So normally they'd have 1.5 million people show up for the whole season. This time they had 2.3 million for the whole season. It says part of the league's popularity was the new draft with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and all of those ladies in there. And it says, let's see, a little over 78,000. The minimum NBA salary is 1.1 million or 14,000 a game. That means that an NBA player, NBA makes more money. The NBA makes a profit. It said the Fever team total home attendance was 340,000. Like, I live here where Clayton Clark plays. It ain't packed. It ain't none of that going on. You could get a ticket if you want. 340,000 people in a single game season was the record for any WNBA team, which surpassed the New York Liberty in 2001, which was after 9/11. So people was out supporting everything. You see what I'm saying? So it took a 9/11 for people to go see the WNBA. And now she done came, the little white Mike, and they had 300,000 people. How you gonna pay her millions when you only got 300,000 people showing up to your game? And that's a record. That's just not realistic. That's just not realistic. So anyway, they need to move on with that trash, man. WNBA, this is business. Stop with that equity DEI, and they ain't getting paid with the NBA. The NBA gets paid what it does because they generate the revenue. You don't hear the NFL saying that we should make what the NBA players do. We should have guaranteed contracts. They should, but hey, that's their business. Y'all make what y'all make, and y'all do what y'all do, and that's it. Anyway, I don't know, man. I think they be tripping on that, thinking everybody posting. Speaking of the basketball in the NBA, I wanted to talk about this about a week later. So, but the dunk contest at the NBA All-Star game, I don't know, man. A lot of people seem to not like it. They had this little dude, white dude, won the dunk contest. He jumped over a car. Matt McClung. It's a lot of people saying that they need to stop and do dunks, in-game dunks, all these other little dunks, jumping over stuff and spinning around. It ruined the dunk contest. I don't know, man. The NBA All-Star game and All-Star weekend was ruined with all of those breaks and all of the stuff going on. It ain't about basketball no more like it used to be. And I think shooting all them threes ruined the NBA to me, man. Steph Curry ruined the NBA because the NBA is like the WNBA. All they doing is shooting and doing layups. It's not physical. They not dunking. They can't touch nobody. It's a foul. And it just got real soft, in my opinion. Yeah, you want to run down and shoot threes from half court and turn around all the damn time. Like, they ruined the game. Shooting 30, 40 threes a game. Like, come on. Anyway, what else we got here? Oh, where is that? Doge. Let's see. Oh man, this is crazy and getting out of hand while we talking about sports. This soccer player, he got accused of sexual with the A behind it. Sexual AI, because when he was playing, he kissed the player on the cheek. And dude like sued him for assault. You cheek. I no give permission to kiss at the cheek. I want you. Sue you. You go jail. No, I am not the kisser. Taking him down for that. Like, I mean, the things going on these days, man. My computer's slowed up now. Hold up. I got too many things going on my computer, guys. It's not loading up. All right. Well, moving along. That wasn't what I was going to talk about anyway. But I think there it go a little bit. I think everybody getting too soft, man, these days. That's my opinion. But let's see. We got talking about the savings that they're gonna from Doge. They're gonna give everybody $5. Y'all want that money? How y'all think that's gonna work out? I mean, people think Trump is gonna give out these checks, stacks. Would that be good or bad? What do you think? I mean, right now I could use that money. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could use. I think it'll probably do more harm than good. I mean, when we had those pandemic checks, that's when prices started going up right then. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know about this while we still talking about sports, but it's a lot of people, thieves, that's been athletes breaking into this football player. I mean, now with that it ain't called DEI. What is it with the where you can mark. Anyway, these dudes is making money now. NIL, name, image, license. Say I'm up. All right, can you hear? I see my computer slowing down, so I ain't surprised. I might be picking up over here. What in the world? Hold on. Let me try and fix this audio. Let's see. I can hear it. All right. And so let me know if the audio sound better. But what it's saying is that these thieves, they stole Lamborghini, Mercedes, all this stuff from this quarterback who's in college, from his home and stuff. But now it seemed like they were seven. It says they were 7 Chileans. So they were from Chile, and they were organizing a theft ring for all of these pro athletes, which, to be honest with you, makes a lot of sense. They got insurance, they got a lot of money, they out of town. You know, when they out of town, I mean, I'm surprised this hasn't been happening sooner, to be honest with you. And with that said, they have been caught. I got too many tabs open. That's what it is. Look at all those tabs open on my screen. Let me close these tabs. Maybe this will help. Got too much going on. But these dudes was breaking into Patrick Mahomes' homes. They didn't homes. And of course, like an idiot, you gotta brag, you gotta wear your stolen merch. And this dude taking pictures wearing the stolen jerseys. I mean, how stupid can you be? Some of this stuff is just comical. But they were doing a good job as far as getting the job done and stealing some stuff. They wasn't good at getting away with it, I guess. Damn, I got too many tabs open, don't I? Starting to speed up a little bit now. Miss Wallace, I should close these tabs when I'm done in the future, huh? That would be smart. Slow down the whole process. In the meantime, I hope the audio is doing better. And I'm gonna put the link in if anybody wanna chop it up, talk about some of these topics. I got a couple more topics to talk about, like Diddy's lawyer quitting. He said, "Hey, I'm done with that." You know what I'm saying? So that'll work out. All right, so it's saying right here that 7 Chileans charged in multi-million-dollar burglaries of NFL and NBA player homes. It says that these you can see right here, this fool in the damn Kansas City Chiefs shirt. And say 7 people, federal prosecutors said, members of a South American theft group charged Tuesday with allegedly burglarizing homes of the athletes. These dudes all in their 20s, and it says that they charged with the conspiracy, face up to 10 years in prison if convicted. And it says that they stole valuables over $2 million. They burglarized the homes of, see, they was going for the top, wasn't they? They took jewelry, watches, cash, and other luxury merchandise. They got a Milwaukee Bucks player in November 2024 where a safe was stolen holding property worth $1.4 million. This dude had $1.5 million in a safe in his house. I mean, these are great targets. That's like a damn bank robbery. It says in December 2024, just a few months ago, they hit the Cincinnati player's house for about $300,000 in merchandise. Memphis Grizzlies player home was burglarized for about $1 million in jewelry, watches, and luxury bags. They were investigating a South American theft group claimed with steal rooms as well as targeting jewelry and salespeople. It says the FBI warned NFL and NBA athletes about burglars targeting their homes. Woo! That's something right there, man. What I would be even more worried about is if I was one of those athletes and these people were to come while I was at home. You never know what they may do. And nowadays, shoot, somebody might try to have a hostage situation with your ass. You'd be no with these athletes and the amount of money that they to make. It's just I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, especially with the way the money is going. That's probably why they want to push universal basic income, because they know people they ain't got no jobs, no money, can't do anything like they used to. You put all these robots and different things here, and yeah, that's gonna be a recipe for disaster for sure. So I don't know. It ain't looking too good. Ain't looking too good. What else we had going on? Oh yeah, they starting to make changes out there on TV. Joy Reid, her show got cut on MSNBC. They doing some shakeups. I don't know. Maybe she was a DEI hire. I don't know. But the truth is, she'll probably be better off not being on that show and just doing her own thing and putting it on YouTube and Spotify. Look how big Tucker Carlson has gotten. That doing it that way. So still be okay. without her show. And this fool right here, Michael Steele, was sitting here talking about, he was upset talking about his takeover from Trump and everything like that. Whereas this fool worked his whole life to put people like Trump in power, supporting Mitch McConnell and all of those people. Mitch McConnell getting ready to retire finally. And now he upset. I mean, it's crazy how some of this stuff switch up. It's similar, like, I guess, I don't know, man. The people, they switch sides and change up and have all kind of different motives and stuff out there. But you know, a lot of these people, man, they change as the wind blows. Just like Facebook is making some changes. Mark Zuckerberg announced that they ain't going to be basically watching people like they used to. So I guess it ain't no more Facebook jail for people unless you really doing something crazy. I don't know. Switching it up, Kevin Hart, one of the biggest comics in the world, just recently sold his production company a percentage, and he doing pretty good too. Kevin Hart sold 15% of his media company at a 650 million valuation. So, you know, it says right here, Abby is investing $100 million to have 15% stake in Heartbeat Productions, which means that if 15% is 100 million, then 100% would be at 650 million. And you know, that is huge because he gets 100 million in cash that he could do with investing with other projects or keep in his pocket, do whatever. But I just want to give it up to Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart is probably, if not the most hardest working man comic, I'll say hardest working comic in Hollywood, in the industry. He definitely in the top 3. I mean, this dude work, and is very inspirational. His story of what he did and things, um, you know, and so I have to give it up to Kevin Hart. Who knows? Maybe my production company will be at a certain valuation one day. But you know, it's hard sometimes to be able to do things when you got a lot of people that's negative or bring you down and things. I got a lot of dead weight in my life right now that's been very depressing. And you try to help people that don't appreciate it or bring you down or very negative. It's very hard to want to be funny or want to create or want to do stuff. So if anybody out there going through those times, you know, you ain't the only one and you ain't alone. I mean, I don't necessarily have the answer other than cut that dead weight out, you know, cut that cancer out. You know, if a person is not doing what they're supposed to or they don't appreciate you, you have to move on eventually. It's only so much you can say to somebody. They don't want to do what they're supposed to. You can't want more for somebody than they want for themselves. You know, if a person doesn't see it or doesn't value it, it's only so much you can do. And then you have to move on and save yourself, protect yourself. Because ain't nobody else going to do it in life. You know, we all responsible for ourselves. So, you know, we got to try to make something happen and protect ourselves and things. You know, it could be anybody in life, friend, loved ones, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. You gotta, you know, those are the people that can hurt you the most. So you gotta definitely be careful, protect yourself. Don't let that type of stuff bring you down. It's easier said than done, don't get me wrong. I'm in the middle of things and it's difficult. So, you know, who knows? I may end up moving somewhere and be somewhere else in the future. You never know what life has in store for you. So yeah, just gotta stick with it. You know, you could be on top of the world, and next thing you know, it can all change in an instant. So hell, look at Victor Wembanyama with the Spurs. It says that he just got diagnosed with blood clot in his shoulder. So, you know, this dude was rookie of the year. He looked like he may be the future of the NBA. And just like that, he may never play again. So you never know, man. You never know what can happen in life, man. You gotta just and everything is not guaranteed. So if people are around and they're bringing you down or they're not appreciative, you wasting time because nobody can give you time back. We only have so much time, and if they don't appreciate your time or what you do or support anything, it's better off to be on your own than be around people that's negative or don't support or bring you down. That's even worse. Not supporting is one thing, but being negative and bringing you down, bringing your energy down, always got something negative to say, always bringing you into a negative space. They don't never appreciate anything that you say, no matter how you say it, nice, scream, yell, write it, that doesn't matter to them. That's very toxic. That's very destructive. Those type of people are horrible in your life. You have to eliminate that. How can a person be happy? How can a person want to do anything? It makes me not want to do anything. It makes me not want to leave my room. So how can a person be successful with that type of energy in your life? You have to leave it. And it doesn't matter who it is, what it is, because it'll destroy you. You know, so it's a lot of people that's been in bad situations, relationships, friendships, whatever, and they have a certain sense of loyalty or this or that. So they stay in these bad situations, even though it's destroying them. You got to sometimes realize you can't help or want more for somebody than they want for themselves. And you can't, there's only so much you can do. You're not God. We're not God. You can only do so much. You can't change a person's heart and their mind. That's what they want to do with themselves. That's what they want to do with themselves, you know? Yeah, Damian Kenny, I was going to say that, but I got sidetracked. But yeah, Chris Bosh just signed $100 million deal with Miami after LeBron and D Wade or whatever. LeBron left. And he was balling for a second. He was balling over 20 a game and balling, and then he had them clots. And that was all she wrote. C'est la vie. C'est la vie, Chris Bosh. Because the NBA don't want to take the chance of you dying on TV on the court because all these games are televised. You have blood clot travel to your heart and you run in and then die. I mean, Reggie Lewis almost died on TV. I was watching that game in my grandfather's house. I remember watching him fall on the floor, and I remember thinking, why'd he lay down? So, yeah, you don't want to play like that, man. Life is too precious, you know, and too short, you know, so be careful out there. Before we get ready to wrap it up, let me put this link out here, man. I've been talking and I forgot to put the link out here if anybody want to come up and say a few things before we get up out of here. Talk about some of these topics from tonight. Be careful if you live in Texas, because they got the measles breaking out in Texas, y'all. They got the measles. They got that bumpity bumps up in there. Ain't nobody take. Everybody see. That's what happened when you listen to the wrong people, man. Everybody listening to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan switched his mind up after he got bullied and attacked during COVID. And he just went hard right. They don't want no vaccine. He just turned into a right-wing dude. And that's really not his character. But he's so mad at when he got bullied, even though it benefited him and his show got more popular and he made more money, all this stuff. He still is mad. Same with Elon Musk. I think that's why Elon Musk is in this situation where he is now, because he got bullied during the COVID, and now he's back getting revenge. Anyway, I think too many people are not getting vaccinated, and now it's the measles. Now, here's the thing, man. Yeah, it may be too many vaccines that people got to take now, and a lot of them ain't worth a damn. They was trying to get me to give my son, what vaccine was that? HPV, when he was like 7. Like HPV, he ain't getting no cootie cat. Anyway, you know, it's too many people, it's too many stuff out there. But at the same time, the measles, mumps, rubella, the MMR, that one actually does work. From what I know, I ain't never met nobody with the mumps. How many people y'all know with the mumps and measles or rubella? Like, that's some stuff we all get as children, and I never seen this in America. And now it's like everybody is against vaccines, and for a few people that could work because everybody else around you is vaccinated, so how could you get it? But now when you have immigration and different things, different people have different vaccines. I know y'all probably seen foreign people and they got that big old vaccine scar. It's like a big old circle right here on their arm. They got that big old jab. They had like a 23 and me up in that bug. But a lot of people ain't no telling what they got. So, Damien Kenny, you say you caught the measles as a teen, you caught the measles. You ain't got the vaccine, man. How you catch the measles? Man, I ain't never seen nobody with the measles in Chicago. I'm sure it is. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's too many people. The population's too big to say nobody gets nothing. I mean, I'm not going to be ridiculous. But in my day, in the 80s and 90s, that had to be super rare to have the measles or mumps or whatever. So, you say you got it from your little cousins. They gave you the mump. They gave you the mumpity mumps. Yeah, damn. That's crazy. Yeah, man, the mumps ain't no joke. I ain't thankfully had to deal with that or seen nobody with the mumps. I'm trying to pull up this thing about Diddy's lawyer. It ain't bringing it. Here's something right here. Okay, there's the Diddy lawyer. Here's one for you right here. Y'all let me know what y'all would do on this one. This is interesting. Let me close some of these damn tabs before it all get back to where it was. All right, so some thieves, they used a stolen credit card and they bought a lottery ticket that ended up being it was a winning lottery ticket. So Steve steals your credit card, buys a lottery ticket with it, and then the ticket wins and it's worth $523,000. And the dude said he'll share the winnings with them. Would you share the winnings with the thieves? Or would you take it all? Or are the thieves entitled to the money and they don't owe? Me personally, I think it's the thieves' money, but since they bought it with a stolen card, I think the victim did the right thing as splitting it with them, because in a way, it's really their money, in my opinion. You're entitled to the return of your card and whatever money was spent. So that $1 or $10, you can get that back. Do you think the person whose card was stolen is entitled to the winnings, or are the thieves entitled to the winnings? And this was in France, of course. And it said that the thieves vanished before cashing it in, and now they're among the most famous fugitives in France. The guy whose card was stolen He said he'll split the cash with them. He just want his wallet back too. And the thieves face the risk of arrest. I mean, how long they gonna go to jail for stealing this man car, especially if he ain't pressing charges? I don't know the laws in France, so what the hell do I know? But I definitely think they need to go get that money. What y'all think? I think they tripping. I'd go get that $500,000. I mean, they saying thieves. I don't know how they know it's more than one. It may just be one. Anyway, dude got lucky with that one. Cause shoot, $500,000 lottery ticket. Before I get to this Diddy Lawyer, it's a lot of celebrities and things that are selling their catalogs. And you know what? I would like to sell mine. Anybody want to buy my catalog, let me know. T-Pain sold his publishing catalog and select masters in a massive career move. T-Pain, he ended up selling his. It didn't say how much, but it said that he sold his masters and rights to some of his big hits to Harborview Equity Partners. And it said that they also have assets from James Fauntleroy, Fleetwood Max, Christy McVie, Nelly, Jeremiah, Wiz Khalifa, Kane Brown, Full Force, and more. They bought some them big muscle bound Negroes over here dancing and shit. What the hell? Who listening to Full Force? But no, all jokes aside, Full Force did write some good stuff. They probably got a lot of good writing credits. A lot of people don't know Full Force wrote some big hits. But yeah. A lot of people selling out, man. I know they paid Nelly like $50 or $100 million for his. So if you do something the right way with that money, then you good. Whether you buy real estate or whatever the case, it's reinvesting back into your company, whatever. I think that would be a win-win. Now, over the course of time, you will lose money because those songs will be played forever. We still listening to the Beatles and Elvis, so those songs would be on the radio or in movies or music or whatever, and who knows how much it would generate in history. But in the meantime, that 100 million, if you work that right, your family would be straight for the rest of their life as well. Although 100 million ain't what it used to be, 100 million is still $100 million. You could do a lot with $100 million. So, my last story of the night before I get out of here is Diddy's lawyer called it quits. He said, under no circumstances can I continue. Now, this is something very rare, especially for somebody that's paying like Diddy is probably paying. I'm sure those checks clear. His lawyer checks, I'm sure they clear on time. So for a lawyer to say, I'm good, that means that he done probably seen way too much. His conscience. He cannot represent somebody that he knows is probably guilty. And that's saying a lot. Normally, a lawyer doesn't recuse himself. And it says that one of his lawyers asked the judge for permission to quit his defense. Said, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, Anthony Rico wrote in a motion filed Thursday. It is respectfully but regrettably requested that the court grant the relief requested, Rico wrote, without elaborating on why he wanted to step down, because of course then he could have maybe got disbarred if he said too much that basically implicated his client's guilt. You can say you don't want to do it, but you don't really want to say too much. Then also, who would want to hire you? If you find out too much, you'll just walk away and tell everybody what they did and then go to jail. So, you can't really say, but it's only so much. But he said he got to sign off on this. So what do you think? It says that more than 150 alleged victims. I mean, oh my goodness, more than 30 civil suits. This dude is gonna get, they're gonna kill him with lawsuits, man. 30 legal suits, 30. That's a whole law firm. He's basically employing a law firm right now. 30 cases? Really? Them lawyers are working overtime. He's got to be their only client. He's got to be. He's got to be. They've already probably made 10, 15 million off of him. Easy. Easy. We're going to put a statue of Diddy. The Diddy Memorial. It remembers the 90s. The glory years. He was popping bottles. I remember the freak offs. I remember the hoes. He had the hoes. Remember the Diddy? It was there. He had it. We'll put that statue up. He belongs with the greats. Oh my goodness, man. It's a lot going on, man. Before we get up out of here, a couple quick notes. 50 Cent gave some investment advice, which, is actually good advice. He said he ain't never bought a boat or a yacht. He said it ain't nothing but a hole in the water that you keep throwing cash in. And it shows what he invests his money in. And when I was actually around 32, 33, I was looking into buying a boat. And I remember looking, it was only like a $6,000 boat. I don't know nothing about boating. I was just getting started. I didn't want to be buying a bunch of stuff and sink. But they were telling me boat is an acronym, break out another 1,000. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, man, anytime you look up, this about to be expensive. And so I'm glad I didn't get into that, but it was close. It was close. So, we'll see, well, we ain't gonna see because I know I ain't getting no damn boat. But, 50 Cent, he made a good point in the sense that don't waste your money on things you don't know nothing about. He ain't really get too much in what he do, but he'd rather save his money than do that. Now, also remember 50 did claim bankruptcy, but that was also a front as well. And before I get up out of here, last but not least, shout out to LeVar Ball, the father of the Ball brothers. He recently had his foot amputated. He didn't give the reasons why, but, he probably wasn't keeping his health together, diabetes and things like that. And, next thing you know, things happen. I know somebody that ain't doing what they supposed to and they diabetic. They probably about to lose their left foot any day. So they don't ever take care of themselves. They don't put their feet up. They sit around, plopped around, eating pancakes and crap all the time. And then act like it's a surprise when they can't do what they supposed to and they falling around on the floor. So, they don't listen and, a hard head make a soft booty. You're going to have a foot just like LeVar Ball. Keep it up. And I'm going to say, I told you so. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear no crying or nothing because you talking to somebody that ain't walked in 13 years and you taking it for granted like a damn fool. So you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. Everybody be safe out there. And, I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.